wasn't like down the road. It was a little bit of a drive for me, but I've been there on multiple occasions. In fact, I went back in 2008 was the last time I was there and toured the Hall. But the Hall of Fame this weekend, Edgar Martinez was finally inducted. I'm a professional. Edgar Martinez was finally inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame this past weekend. His final year of eligibility coming out of there, and this is just a fantastic moment. Now, Marku, you said you've been here a couple of years. I've been here long enough that I actually got to see Edgar play in Safeco before the end of his career. I caught the tail end of his career out here and actually got to see him play. I got to see what he means to these fans. Hell, they named a street after him next to the stadium. I know what he means to baseball. They named the goddamn designated hitter award after him. That's how good he is. And we actually started our pilot run here on the Wash, our trial shows, our practices. I don't even know if it's available to be watched or listened to, talking about Edgar going in and how it was a crime that he had gone this long and was finally inducted into the Hall of Fame. This was a great moment for Seattle baseball, a great moment for Seattle fans, and a great moment for Edgar Martinez. Marku, did you get to see or read any of the speech?
Oh, it was a beautiful, concise 3.5-minute speech. You gotta love Edgar, man.
You gotta love him. He's just workman-like.
And he's so, he has so much gratitude for his teammates and for his fans, and I really appreciate how much support he got from the Mariner fans. So it was a huge turnout of Mariner fans for a great Hall of Fame class that was out there with Mariano, Roy Halladay.
Yeah, a lot of locals. That's exactly right. That is a local class out there, man, because Halladay plays for the Phils and Toronto. Rivera is your headliner, I guess, this year going in. Mussina plays for Baltimore and New York as well. So that is a heavy Northeast draw on the class of 2019, and Mariners fans represented out there for Edgar this weekend. Really great to see.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we had a parade for him back here on Saturday. The guy is just a legend. What he did for the city, I can't even, I wish I was here to see it. I remember watching him in the late 90s against the Yankees and stuff like that.
I was in college for that series. I was literally the only person rooting for the Mariners, and I was doing it just to be a dick to the Yankee fans I lived with. But I was the only one in the dorm rooting for the Mariners in that series. That 95 series against the Yankees was the best playoff series of baseball, one of the best I've ever seen. I'm sure if I break it down and think about it, there's probably some that were more exciting, but that series was incredible. And they say that's the series that saved baseball here in Seattle because it convinced them to build Safeco Field, now T-Mobile Park, to build that field from the Astrodome, and that was just the best baseball, man. Back and forth every night, extra innings, 5 games of just excitement, finally ending on Edgar's double to send the Mariners into the conference finals. What am I blanking on here? The championship series, the ALCS, to get to the ALCS. Just a really great series of baseball just to watch. It was fantastic. And Edgar's hit there saves baseball. They named a street after him. They named an award after him. I, of course, pulled up the stats here because, I love the stats. He's a 7-time All-Star. He's a 5-time Silver Slugger. He's a 2-time batting title winner, all from the DH position coming in. He's got 18 years of ball. He's got 312 average. Just incredible player all the way through. On the boards everywhere. Hang on a second. On all the major hitting awards, hitting boards, in doubles, in everything. They named the damn award after him, and it took him this long to get in. But Edgar's speech, fantastic. I loved him thanking everybody, man, a few words, and thanking the fans at the end, because this really was an effort of Seattle fans. Because there is an East Coast bias, and that's the only way to put this. Because in, 2 years when Big Papi is going to go into the Hall of Fame, when he's up to go in, no one's going to care that he was a DH. It's not going to matter. I hate the DH. I'm a National League Baseball fan from the jump. I hate the DH. I think if you're gonna play baseball, you got to play both sides of the ball. That said, it is the position, and it's been the position for 30, 40 years, and Edgar's the best to ever do it. The fact that a part of Big Poppy's case in 2 years is going to be that he has a handful of Edgar Martinez awards as the designated hitter says that the dude should be in the Hall of Fame. So just great to see him in there. Great to see the support from Seattle fans, keeping it at the forefront and keep on pushing Edgar to make sure that he got recognized for what he did. Because if you're on the other side of the country, the Mariners don't play until 10 o'clock at night. And they're not a team that throughout his career really was in the discussion. You know, there's a 2001 team, but that's Ichiro. There's Griffey to overshadow. Only in Seattle is Edgar truly appreciated. And it's taken me a long time, even being here and seeing the end of his career. It really took a while for me to appreciate how good a player, how good a hitter, how good Edgar. He's a Hall of Famer, period. And he's got everything that you would want in a Hall of Famer, everything that you would want in a player. The fact that he's still working with the team is even better because it creates that continuity that we love in baseball. So congratulations to Edgar Martinez. Congratulations to Mariners fans, and celebrate this. Go to Cooperstown. See the plaque. It's fantastic. Go to Cooperstown. It's don't go in August, but go to Cooperstown.
Definitely. It sounds amazing. A lot of credit to the Mariners social media. They really pushed out that Edgar HOF hashtag, and the whole campaign was really centralized around them. He actually thanked them in his speech and all that stuff. So, they did a good job getting him in. Last year, they kind of had to do it. Fans showed up. Got to really appreciate it, no matter what. Last year or not, the guy, he definitely has that to deal against the East Coast bias, but he all credit goes to him.
By the way, my favorite stat from this year's class is that, not stat, my favorite note from this year's class is that when they asked Mariano Rivera, 100% going into the Hall of Fame, and Mike Mussina, they asked these guys, who was the hitter you least wanted to face? Both of them said, Edgar. Their entire careers, neither one of them wanted to pitch against Edgar Martinez. So congratulations to all of them going in, especially Edgar Martinez. All right, now let's talk about the bad. Let's talk about the Mariners.